Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Just let's zoom out first on the Solana chart. Just want to show you the bigger picture for our chart. We have two wave counts on the chart. I'm tracking two bullish ones at the moment. I prefer the bullish ones at the moment because the move to the downside of the recent high in July is rather corrective. Yeah, and it also Solana is holding better than many other coins. However, there is something to talk about. So two bullish scenarios. What are we tracking? Primarily, we're tracking the orange wave count. This currently is and has been the preferred scenario, in which we track a 1-2 setup here with the wave 2 low in June. And then the third wave could be in the making and would have to play out as an A, B, C structure. This ABC structure is something that might need to be explained. So typically we would be looking for 1-2-1-2 setup, which is the most reliable one in Elliott wave. However, it's not so reliable, which means we need to be a little bit more cautious. The reason we need to be a bit cautious is because this is not an impulse. It is a 3-wave move. If you use Fibonacci levels, you cannot really count that as a reliable 5-wave move. Therefore, I count it as an A wave, which means we just need to be a bit more careful because that opens the door to more bearish interpretations as well. We just then have to lean a little bit more towards the bearish side. Whereas a nice impulse here, a wave 1, a wave 2 down, and another impulse up would make things quite easy. But it is very messy what happened here to the upside. Yeah, it's very messy. And therefore, I'd rather point this out as a corrective move, so that you know it could also be, like in the yellow wave count, a high B wave, which could lead to another sell-off, or even in a very bearish pattern, a WXY correction, which will make a new low. So which one is it? Well, we don't know, but the structure tells us that while we can be leaning towards a bullish scenario, as long as we're holding support, we just need to be very much aware that a lower low is still possible. That needs to get into our risk management strategies, or needs to find its way into our risk management strategies. It might be worth waiting for confirmation that a low is in, or just keeping things small for now, or maybe just acting on the spot market, things like that. They're all things that you have to decide for yourself from a strategic point of view. But from an analysis point of view, I have a clear preference. The structure is clear. It's clear what we need to see for price to move higher. And it's also clear what are the relevant support levels that need to hold to continue to focus on the orange wave count. Yeah, but always bear in mind that trading and TA are different. So it is worth to understand the different scenarios and the risk involved. And then as a trader or investor, it's very important that you do the math and the work for yourself to understand what are you comfortable with, and to understand the different scenarios and do a bit of scenario planning. It is harder than it often seems. Now, looking at this structure, again, I've got a clear preference, which is the orange wave count. So my take is that there's a good chance that in this support area, price will find, support, will turn around and can rally in a C wave higher. It's probably one of the better altcoins at the moment. And in this ABC structure, we are currently coming down in the B wave. Relevant support areas are $20.20, $16.90, and basically $20, $17, and $15. As long as these are holding, the orange wave count is valid. However, below $17, I will already start to lean towards the yellow one. And below $15, I will have to take the orange one out. It just will be very, very unlikely then that the orange wave count will still play out. Ideally, in the orange count, I don't want the price to get below the $17 level. But at the moment, another low is still preferred. And what are the next targets? Next targets would be $17.90 and $17. That's the range for the next low. Ideal levels, for the next low to happen, if we get it. Highlighted to you in the previous video that in this move down, we have an ABC structure. The low could already be in. We have enough waves to count the low in place, but it needs to show us some kind of a trend reversal signal. At the moment, we only see a 3-wave move to the upside. Yes, price broke briefly above Fibonacci resistance, but we didn't get a sustained break. And it did not break above the 22.20 level that I indicated in the last few videos. So as long as we stay below $22.20, another low is still preferred. at the moment, yeah. So it's something that I'm watching very closely, but it has been moving sideways. Well, for the last couple of weeks, it's just moved sideways, basically. Nice and volatile. Support down here at $20, nicely, very nicely documented. And then up here, you know, this is sort of the range top around $22.20. So it's basically moving between support and resistance at the moment, ranging a little bit. I have at the moment no evidence that a lasting low is in place, even though very clearly from the moment onwards, when it hit the $19.50 level, I highlighted to you that it could be that the low is in place, but we always need some kind of a confirmation, right, from an Elliott wave point of view. And this would be a horizontal resistance level that, if broken, would, in my opinion, unlock prices, first of all the way up to $25 again. Because there's also previous support, resistance again, yeah. It's quite an important level, that $22.20 level. That's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.